Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I know it's been a while since the last time I've shown my face on here, but I really just wanted to come on here to thank everyone who has subscribed to my channel. It really truly means a lot to me. You have no idea how much it means to me that you support me in that way. Thank you again so much. And let's just get started with the introduction of this video. I also wanted to take the opportunity to give you a bit of background about my build. The original PC that I had my boyfriend, who is a computer technician, build for me was all with used or open parts, which I'm very thankful for, because otherwise I would have not been able to build this monster of a computer. But I think that also led to me building something that was very unaesthetically pleasing, which of course that's not why I'm complaining. I was given the opportunity to build something so incredible like it is to build a Threadripper that is insane, and I was able to do it in parts and slowly and build something so great, mainly because one, that's the greatest feature of owning a PC, that it gives you that flexibility of being able to slowly build to something better and to upgrade things as the budget or your income allows, right? So I'm grateful that I like PCs and that I was able to build something so beautiful with the opportunities that I was given. So of course none of these products that are mentioned were sponsored. You know, if you're listening though, no company is sponsoring the video. So everything that you see on the PC was purchased with my own funds. I had to save, I had to budget in order to purchase these things. A lot of them were either open box, returned, or used, even in this new stage of the computer. And some of them obviously are now new because I was able to save and build the computer that I really wanted, that aesthetic look to it, as well as the performance of it. So I have slowly built this my very own aesthetic custom PC, which I'm very grateful for. And rather than save all the money and buy all the parts at once, like I've seen a lot of YouTubers do on here, and I've seen other people do, I took a different approach. I have slowly been building this computer and slowly been upgrading the parts. First I started with the case. I went from a black case to this beautiful white Corsair case. Then I upgraded my RAM. Then now we're here into this video, and I was able to save up for the GPU, the white GPU that I wanted, and I was able to upgrade one of the fans to be also white and fit with this white aesthetic custom PC build that I am going for. So yes, a quick disclaimer for this video: I installed the GPU myself. This is the first time I'm installing it. Like I mentioned before, my boyfriend is a computer technician, so he taught me how to install this GPU, and I wanted to record myself doing so while I was learning, so that you guys could learn as well through me, and hopefully it would be helpful to you. I also recorded him installing the fan because it was filmed in a very hot day, so I had him help me finish the build by switching out the fan that I had before. So you'll see that in the video, and I hope this instructional video really helps and inspires you to build your own custom PC. And if you have any questions about the build, about building your own PC, or any recommendations, please don't hesitate to leave them down in the comment box below, and I'll make sure to answer them as quickly as possible. So yeah, let's just get started with the video. And we're gonna remove this video card that I have right now. Is a 2070 from MSI. First we're gonna remove Nesco because we don't want her to end up over there hitting stuff, so I'm gonna remove her first. So I'm gonna be installing this Gigabyte GeForce 3070. So here it is. Be very careful when you're handling it. You only want to handle it from the metal and the corners. And before you start handling, make sure you discharge any electricity you may have. I have a table right here that has metal legs, so I touched that before touching the video card. So I upgraded to this one. It's not a major upgrade, since I previously had the 2070, but now I have this one. Is the 3070, but to me it's a major upgrade because it's white and it still has RGB, but mainly it's because of the white color. The previous one, as you can see, is black, so I think this will go better with my setup. I really like the purple here. It is like metallic, and I don't think the camera is catching that there's a purple there, but it is. This one compared to my previous one has 3 fans on this one, and the previous one had 2, but they both have RGB, so I won't be losing out on much. So let's start removing this here. So make sure that before you start removing any parts or touching any parts on the board, you hold down the power button and for a few seconds to make sure any electricity that may still be on the board discharges, and you don't damage anything. So I'm gonna do that now. And then, okay, now we're ready to start. We're gonna unclip these first. So we're gonna hold down from here. Then you're gonna push this down and pull up. And then we're gonna use this to unscrew it from here. There's 3 screws that we're gonna loosen up, and then this way we'll be able to remove the video card. This one's I've used it as a hammer before, so that's why it's all messed up from there. I'm doing it very carefully because I don't want to strip anything, because I'm obviously going to be using this again to replace the new video card. So this one I just removed it so it's not in the way when I'm pulling up the card. This was actually not holding it. So I'm going to be using a tool to push the clip down that's holding the video card, because my nails are too long and I can't do it with my fingers. But it's recommended that if you don't have long nails like me, you use your finger to do it after you've discharged all electricity that you may have in your hands, so that you don't damage your board. But I'm gonna try to do it with this, just using the tip and not trying to stab my motherboard as I'm doing it very, very carefully. So let's start. Okay. And now again, we're holding the video card only from the frame. You don't want to touch any of the connectors. This very carefully. So let me show you real quick. This is my old video card. It's a little dusty, but yeah, it's still a pretty cool video card. I've never had any problems with it. I did want to mention that this video card has Type-C and my new one doesn't, so it depends how you look at it. It could be a downgrade, but I don't usually use the Type-C on this one. I use the one directly on the board, so to me it wasn't an issue, but you should take that into account if you're looking to buy this new video card, the white one. Then you should know that, as you can tell, there's no Type-C, but it's no issue for me. So before installing the new video card, I'm going to dust off just the metal parts and the plastic without touching any of the connectors once again, because we don't want to damage the board. Later on, I'm gonna come in with the air compressor to dust off, the entire motherboard. But this is just so it's a little bit cleaner. So let's start. And I'm just using this small brush that I got from Amazon. I'll link it down below if you guys are interested. perfect, but you know, I just don't want it to be super dusty when I put the new one on. So before we start, you know, putting on the new video card, you also want to make sure that these metal things are removed enough for, you know, to clip on the new video card. I already checked, they're the same height, so I don't have a problem. I don't need to remove any more of these metal parts, but that's something that you need to check beforehand. So let's just get started now. Successful installation, and now the clip has gone up and now it's secured. So we just want to make sure. Yep. So yep, the video card is secured. We're gonna start to hold it so that, you know, it's easier to clip it from here to screw it on. We're gonna put the metal plate on the bottom first. This goes on the outer side of the box, and then these go on the inside. It's little parts. So you just carefully slide it down, and then there it is. So right now it's moving, but with the screw, we're going to secure it. You can start off with your finger to put it on, but my nails again are a problem. So I'm gonna just put it on here and carefully hold it and bring it down. We're gonna do the same with the next screw, and this time the one in the middle. Be very careful because you don't want to end up losing the screw and for it to fall on your motherboard. We're just going to loosely put it down, but we're not going to tighten it yet. So we're going to put this one on, but see how the way that it's here, we may need to push a little bit forward, so that's why I'm not screwing the other one down yet. Okay, seems to be tight. Now we can go in and tighten this one down. You don't want to go too hard where you feel already there's you'll feel like there's pushback. You can't keep going. Don't try to force it because then you're going to strip the screw, and you don't want to do that. So I already think this looks much better than my previous video card. So now it's time to clip these. Eventually I'm gonna upgrade these cables. I don't really like them. They're not that pretty, but we'll have to do that. I'm gonna do that later, not right now. And then there it is, secure. I'll leave that like that. So my previous video card had a little place to hide this on, and the reason why it's even there loose is also because my previous video card was an two 8-pin connectors. So this, you know, I needed this to connect it, but not in the 2070 or this 3070. So these ones, to put it in here, you just need to make sure that these two connect together. It's like a puzzle, but there's like a little clip. They don't clip on together, but you can see how it goes. It perfectly fits together, and also in the bottom. Can't really show it because of the camera angle, but if you see right here, they fit perfectly like a little puzzle. And you just want to hold them together and clip them on. You may need to wiggle it a little bit. There we go. So I placed them on there, but they're not fully clicked on. So what I'm going to do is hold the video card so it doesn't move too much, and I'm going to evenly press them down. There we go. And then this one. Okay, we're good. And this one we're just going to put it right here so it doesn't look like all ugly flopping on the other side. But there we go. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to change that fan, because I don't think it looks good either with the white aesthetic I'm trying to go for. So we're going to change that next. So first we're going to start off by removing the cover. You want to unscrew these two screws that are holding it together, while carefully holding the bottom as well. You can't see my hands, but I'm holding the bottom of this cover because it's glass, and I don't want it to unclip it and then for it to fall. So I'm gonna unscrew carefully without having the screws come off all the way. And then I'm gonna hold, there's a little ledge right here from this, and I'm gonna hold it and push forward while holding the bottom, carefully pushing it forward. There we go. And then you just want to set it somewhere safe because you don't want this to break. First, he'll start off by removing 3 of the screws holding the fan. He's going to leave one of them on to hold on to it while he unplugs the cables. Now he's removing the back cover in order to get access to pull through the fan cables and disconnect them. This fan doesn't have any RGB lights, so I'm excited to upgrade to this new white fan from Corsair that will fit better with the white aesthetic I'm trying to achieve. And what's even better is that this one actually has RGB lights. I think it will really bring the whole theme together. He's now hiding the fan cables by sending them to the back of the motherboard. Now he's just securing the fan to the case with the same 4 screws. The fan will be plugged into the RGB hub, which will allow the iQ software to control the RGB, which is this little device he has here. He's finding a location to mount the RGB hub so that it's not in the way on the back of the case. He's plugging in the fan controller to the power supply via setup power. Now he'll be connecting the RGB hub and the fan to one of the internal USB plugs on the motherboard. And you'll see that shortly after he sends those cables to the other side. Right now he's trying to do just some cable management so the cables are not all loose in there. Since we're not going to need access to the back cover, he's securing that now. All that's left is to connect the RGB hub and the fan to the internal USB. Now that this one is installed, it looks so much nicer. It brings all the colors together. I didn't really like the black fan that was on there before, but I think with this white one, it really makes it a lot cuter. See, there's like a big difference in the way that the whole setup looks. I want to also buy some covers that they make online, but I'll probably do that later. Let me show you how much better it looks. So this is the previous video card. So there's not like a major upgrade in terms of specs because this was, you know, the 2070, but there is major upgrade in the color. We have the 3070 here also, which was hard to come by. So even that is a major upgrade, right? But yeah, I think that with the white, it just brings the whole look together. I didn't film when I upgraded the RAM, but I had red RAM going on here. If you guys go back to previous pictures or videos, you can see that I had RAM that was red before, but this new, little by little, I've been upgrading it. So next up I think will be the cables and probably adding some cuter things. There's like these 3D printed images that you can put on top of these that I've been looking into, so I may do that. And then I'm also thinking about maybe flipping this, the video card, so that it's standing like this, and then you can see the fans. And I think that will probably bring out the white more, but I'm still debating on that. If I don't do that, then I'm gonna get a bracket here so that it helps hold it up and it just brings the whole look together, and you can see less of the black motherboard. But yeah. And that's it for the video. I hope you enjoy it and see you on the next video. Bye. Thank you.